Hello, Mom. Can you please tell me why you're not replying to me at all? It's been 1 whole month now since I sent you that invitation in the mail.
Huh? Kami?
Your own daughter is inviting you out to come and see her, right? You should be replying that you are coming to see me in the moment the mail enters the mailbox. Hurry up and reply to the RSPV right now.
I never asked you to invite me to your wedding, though. I was wondering why you started to appear in my life again after 7 years of nothing. And now I can see you're just being as selfish as always.
Excuse me?
I don't even want to go to your wedding. That's why I never replied to you. Come on now. Did you not guess that from the start?
As my mom, what do you mean you don't want to come and see my wedding? So there's no way you could be saying something like that right now.
And there's no way you could be acting like that after what you've done to me. Did you forget about everything you did to me 7 years ago? You had your own mother kicked out of the house, which leaves me wondering why you think I want to go to your wedding now.
Huh?
I'm talking about what happened 7 years ago when Jack was cheating on me and wanted the divorce. He took you with him and ran back to his parents' house before the both of you had told me to leave. And you began to make fun of me, saying that no man ever wanted to marry to a moneyless housewife like myself. And then you went on to tell me to burn in hell with that little money I had. You said those things to me, right? Well, I have not forgotten about any of that, not even for a single day.
I said all of that back then. I'm sorry, I don't remember any of that. What? Just forgive me already, since it's been 7 whole years now. Back then, I'm sure I never saw you, of all people, becoming rich later on in life. But you really turned yourself around, and now you have all sorts of money wrapped up in you. And now that's left me regretting what I did back then to you just a little bit.
Huh? You think I have a lot of money now?
Don't try playing dumb with me, Mom. I heard all about how you ended up getting all that money that Grandpa had. And not only did you get those millions that he had saved up, but also his mansion, right? I never thought that Grandma and Grandpa had that kind of money. When I first heard about what had happened, I was so shocked I almost fell over.
I see then. So that's the reason why after almost a whole decade, you've tried to invite me out to your wedding. I wonder where you ended up hearing about all of that. I've so far made sure not to really tell anyone about the money I received from my parents.
So it really is true that you got millions from Grandpa, right? Hey, tell me the truth. How much did they have in savings? Did you get around 10 million from them after they passed away? And when it comes to that mansion, how many square feet is it?
I'll leave all of that to your imagination. But like you heard, I did receive a lot from them. I'm not sure why, but my parents had always had the best luck growing up. Not only did the land they bought way back then end up becoming worth close to $500 million, but they also hit 2 lottery jackpots before they turned 50.
Damn! In other words, all of that money will be coming to me someday. I am really looking forward to all of that now.
Huh?
I made the right choice inviting you to my wedding when you have all that money lining up in your pockets now. At first, I was thinking it'd be a mistake since you were nothing more than a poor housewife, but now that you've had all that cash on you, things have changed for the better. Now hurry up with your response to my invitation, please. I'm also looking forward to the moment my man gets to finally meet with you.
Hey, Athena. This weekend, will you have some free time? I made sure to get a reservation at one of our favorite restaurants during our anniversary. If you'd like to, you're more than welcome to come along with me.
Excuse me?
In the past, you really loved that pizza place, right? Of course I'm going to be ordering some of it, so I hope you look forward to it. The owner of the restaurant is also looking forward to seeing you after so long.
Wait, what is all of this about? Why would I ever want to go out to dinner with my ex-husband who left me 7 years ago?
Hey, why are you acting like that now? I thought you'd be more happy to hear from me again, especially since I'm the one inviting you out for dinner. Aren't you pretty happy to be hearing from me again?
I don't understand why you want to talk with me again, though.
Soon, you'll be going to Cammie's wedding, right? However, having the both of us meet again after 7 years at her wedding might be a little bit too much for everyone. That's why I thought before the wedding, you and I could go out for a bite to eat, you know? It's been close to a decade now, so you and I should have a lot of things to catch up on, right?
I don't have anything I'd like to talk with you about, though. Also, I'm not going to that child's wedding.
What? You don't plan on coming out to your own daughter's wedding? Don't you think that's something a mother would do?
But don't you have a new woman now that has taken my place? I'm talking about the woman that you cheated on me with and wanted to marry before kicking me out. I thought that she'd be more than capable of being Kami's new mother for her.
You're worried about her. Well, don't be, because her and I are nothing now. And that's why I'd like you to take a seat as Kami's mother now.
What? You both broke up, even though you wouldn't shut up about how she was destined for you?
Well, after marrying her, things changed. The moment we got home from the courthouse, she started to go on about how she'd be in charge of all the money. She would take all of my income and only give me $300 to spend on myself each month. You think I can live with a near $300 a month?
Well, in your case, that share is a drag now, isn't it? You are so used to using all the money you made on yourself and only giving me $500 a month to use on myself in the house.
And compared to your cooking, she was garbage at it. And at random times, she'd get into these massive fights with Kami. That's why, after only 2 years, we had to get a divorce.
I thought you wanted that marriage with her more than anything else in the world, yet it ended that soon.
You can just forget about her being around now and come out with me for dinner this weekend, all right? Let's you and I take things easy as we talk about what's all happened these past 7 years. There are plenty of things I'd love to just ask you. I want to know how it feels to be rich now. And I want you to teach me about all the fancy things you do every day and that I've never been able to experience yet.
So you heard about all of the money I received as well then, huh? Well, if that's the case, then of course I'm going to have to say no to that dinner. I get that I used to love that pizza a whole lot, but having to eat it with my greedy ex-husband would ruin the flavor.
Jesus, you are such a bitch. Then we'll just have to have dinner another time. But I want you at that wedding with Kami and I, all right? I know we had a lot happen in the past, but this is still going to be our cute little daughter's wedding. And as her mother, it's only right that you come and celebrate her.
I don't find her very cute at all, and I do not want to celebrate anything that has to do with her. So no matter what either of you have to say to me, I'm not going.
Calm down there a little, Athena. If the mother actually chose not to come to her daughter's wedding, if it was because of you that her wedding got canceled, would you be able to take the heat for it?
Huh? She shouldn't be canceling her wedding because of me, not showing up there.
No, she will be though, if I have anything to say about it. It's normal for every wedding to have all the parents there. And from what I've heard, Kami's fiance's family is all very close to one another. He's not only having his immediate family there, but people like his grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and their wives. Altogether, there will be 30 of his family members at the wedding.
He has that much family coming out to his wedding?
Yet, when it comes to Kami's side, all she has is me. Both yours and my parents have all passed away, so it really is just us 3. So you'd better think about how lonely Kami would be if you did not come to her wedding. Already barely having anyone at all to invite, like friends and such, it would be horrible even if her mother didn't come. Do you have any clue how the groom's family would look at us after that?
Oh, I see. I'm sure they would have something to say about there only being one family member coming on Kami's side. That would surely make the wedding a little too unbalanced.
I really am sorry about that divorce from 7 years ago. And I know that me having cheated means that I'm the one to blame for all of it. Now Kami is having to pay for my faults, and I don't want to see it continuing at her wedding. So please, find a way in your heart to come out to her wedding for us.
I can't give you an answer right now, but I will give that a little bit more thought now.
Thank you so much, Athena. We'll be waiting for you on the wedding day then. I'm sure that when you come out to her wedding, Kami will be thrilled.
Hey, I still have gotten no word from you on whether you'll be coming to my wedding or not. I can't wait any longer for you, so I'm just gonna say that you're coming. Excuse me? I never thought that you, of all people, would take things this far. But now I'm having you come to my wedding whether you want it or not. Your seed is made, and there's no way any of us would forgive you for not showing on the day of.
Why would you force something like that? I'm still thinking about whether I can make it there or not.
I have no idea how my own mom would be wondering about whether she could come or not. And about the day of the wedding, I would like you to give me $10,000, okay?
What? You want $10,000 from me as a wedding gift?
I'm sure you already heard this from Dad, but my fiance has a massive and close family. He's gonna have so much family coming that he's bound to get all sorts of money and presents. But when it comes to me, all I have is you and Dad, right? That means there's no balance at all between my fiance and I, and that is embarrassing for me.
No balance?
That's why I'm having you give me $10,000 as my gift. With that, I'll at least be able to get about as much money as my fiance will from all of his family. You happen to be loaded now, so that's not much at all to be asking from you, right? Really? I'd like $50,000 from you, but we can start with $10,000 and see where that goes.
$50,000?
You have millions from Grandpa's savings and the mansion, right? Which means $50,000 is nothing to you at all now. By the way, that means you could pay for half of the wedding as well.
I was thinking that I'd actually go and see everyone for a little bit. But now all I can see is you wanting me there for my money. And that means you don't respect me or think of me as your mother even.
Huh? Of course, I appreciate you as my mom. That's why I went out of my way to invite you, of all people, to my wedding. Now stop going on and on with all that useless crap and get ready for my wedding. I'm sure you're so happy right now, finally being able to come out and see your cute little daughter at her wedding, right?
What was that?
You should be crying tears of joy over the fact that you'll finally get to see your family again after 7 years of being alone. And if you'd like for that to become a reality, all you have to do is give me at least $10,000. That's a cheap price to be asking for, right? As long as you pay up, you can come to my wedding and see me. As my mom, you should be more than willing to pay me that kind of money to come and see me, right?
I don't have any daughters, though. Just one son.
What?
And that's why I won't be going to the wedding. I finally figured out after these past few days, I've really never had a cute daughter. Now I'm going. Bye.
What? Wait just a second. Do you actually plan on not coming to my wedding? And wait, what do you mean you only have a son? I'm the only child you've ever had.
And the reality is, I actually have this really cute little son now. When I got married again, my husband brought along his little man. He is so kind to me and acts like I'm his real mother. To me, he is the only child I've ever had.
Huh? What do you mean you've got remarried? I never heard anything about that.
So you heard about that money I got, but never about the fact that I got a new husband. All you care to listen to were the things that matter to you, i.e. my money.
I never thought that you got married again, because I just assumed you had been lonely this whole time.
Well, I've been busy for a long time now, spending my life with a husband and son who loves me. My husband never cheats on me and actually shows me the respect a wife like myself deserves. And with him came my cute and loving little gentleman of a son, who has only ever called me his mom. Oh, it's just been so wonderful being family to them. Right now, the three of us are living together in this mansion my father left behind for me, and it had just been the best.
No way!
And as for all the money I was given, I plan to use it all on my family. In other words, that means I don't have $10,000 to be handing to you. I don't even have $1 to hand to you. You're not my daughter anymore, and I don't think you've ever been. All you are is this back-talking stranger that needs to stay the hell away from me.
But back-talking stranger?
Now you give up on trying to take my money from me, please. Go ahead and ask that father of yours to just give you twice as much as you've already asked from him.
Hey, Athena, I heard this from Cammy, but are you really remarried now? Hey, and he brought his son along with him?
That's right, which means I've had a family on my own to have fun with. I get that I've only ever been a housewife and all, but things have been so wonderful with a family like them. Even my husband is more open-minded to the fact that I will stay home and do all the chores and never belittles me for it. Every day he comes home from work, he tells me thank you for doing all the cleaning and house.
Athena, and so what? When I was married to you, I would thank you every single day. I just never put that into words or anything for you.
Huh?
You're being fooled, Athena. Both that man and his boy are after your money and that mansion. They realized that you came into a lot of money, and that's why they made you their family. I'm sure that they're both kind to you right now, but soon they will both change. And they both will start to use up all that money you got from your loving parents.
Don't group my husband and son together with you and that brat. That money I received after my parents passed away came after I got remarried. So there's no way he married me for that money in this place.
What? Is that true?
It's been 3 years now since him and I got married, and my father died last year after his cancer had come back and stronger than before, and while he was on his deathbed, both my husband and son were there for me to make sure I was comforted and going to be okay. My husband told me that he would do all the chores and everything at home so that I could be with my father. He was always putting my feelings and I first. So don't start saying crap like that about my perfect family.
I'm sure back then they both were nice to you. But I'm sure that after hearing about the money you got, they were both in shock. And now that they know about the money that you have, that kindness they've been giving you will change.
That's true, just like the way you and Kami changed. You both have been treating me like crap for years and years, but the moment you heard about me getting millions of dollars and a mansion, you all of a sudden wanted to be kind. I sure hope that neither my husband or my son ever end up being as childish and disgusting as you both.
Excuse me?
The thing is, though, even if they do change for the worst, I don't care. They were still there to pick me up after I'd been tossed out in a shambles by you and Kami, and made sure that I got to spend every day with my dying father. If they happen to want some of this money from me, then I'll give it to them as my way of showing my appreciation for everything they've done to protect me.
What?
Now that you're aware of how much I love my family, I want you to stop talking to me. I'm not going to Kami's wedding, and I no longer have any reason to be talking to either one of you anymore.
Don't say such cold things like that. I'm wanting to get back together with you now, Athena. Which means I will not allow you to get away from me like this.
What was that?
Throw that son and husband of yours away and come back to me, Athena. I've been regretting divorcing you ever since the day it happened. When you vanished from my life for a bit there, I finally started to realize just how important you are. Thank you so much for taking great care of the house and Kami back then, allowing me to work and play all the time. You were always thinking about my health and cooking things for me that made me strong, while also doing all the laundry for me and cleaning up all the dust around the house. I promise to show you my thanks through words and actions from now on, so please let me have you back. I promise to make you the happiest woman ever from now on.
I'm not going back to your lousy ass, you freaking dirtbag. I would rather you continue to regret what you did to me for the rest of your life than get you off so easy.
What?
You having to live every day of your life in regret is what makes me happy. So, if you're wanting to make me happy, then keep it up with that sad life you've given yourself now and stay away from me. I want you to continue to blame yourself for cheating on me even after you die. Then I'll be able to live the rest of my life as happy as you're wanting me to be.
Hey now, you're joking, right? You're telling me that that man is better than me?
Actually, I want you to tell me what you think makes you better than him. Honestly, I take a cockroach over you any time of the week.
What did you say?
That's enough from me for now. I'm asking you to please never talk to me again. I'm so much happier now with the man and son I have, and I don't want anything to take that away from them. What have you done, Mom? Because of you, my wedding has been cancelled. I'm being thrown away by my fiancé as well now. Huh? Why are you blaming your wedding being cancelled on me? I have no idea what you're talking about. That's what he told me. He told me if you're not even going to come to our wedding, there's no reason to be marrying me. He only promised to marry me because there would be a rich mother like you around. That's why he canceled the wedding and won't marry me anymore. What exactly were you talking to your fiancé about it had to include me with it? Actually, he plays in this band. He has quite a large fan base and his singing is really good. And as a way of getting with him, I made him a promise. But after a while, he had still not proposed to me, so I went and proposed to him instead. I told him that I'd do everything to support his band as long as he married me. I also told him about how I have a rich mother now, so I'd be able to support all of his band's financial need. You're kidding me. So, we're using my money as a way of getting married? But if I didn't use your wealth, then he wouldn't have wanted to marry me. There are all sorts of really good-looking women around him all the time, so I wanted to make sure he was mine before any woman got to him. I just want to ask, does your fiancé work anywhere else besides in that band? No, about a year ago, he went and quit his job out of nowhere. This year, he's been trying his best to get his bands to take off, so they've all been practicing from sunrise to sunset. In other words, you're telling me he's a jobless singer? Even if he's jobless, I still love him. Yet because of you, the promise has been broken and he no longer wants me. And I've just learned he had another woman this whole time. He just told me before he stormed off that he doesn't need some cute, moneyless loser like me when he has a sexy and loaded chick this whole time. That's what he told me before leaving. Wow, this is all your fault. Why the hell would you do this to me?
Don't you mean your fault?
He was just doing what everyone does when they realize someone has no money. Just like you've done to me, right, Cammy? Right, Cammy? You and your father both threw me out of the house because I had no money and was just some housewife.
Hold on.
Goodbye forever now. If you ever have a chance at getting married again after today, please do not invite me to your wedding. I don't see you as anything of importance to me anymore, so go find someone else next time to go suck dry of their money. For a bit there, after that last little chat, Cammy was quiet and left me alone to be with my family again. But weeks later, she started to text me once again about how even if I don't see myself as her family, we are still related to one another by blood. And for some reason, to her, that meant she had every right to my money after I was gone and not my actual son. Messages like that continued to come day after day from her, so I eventually went and got myself a lawyer to help me build a will that would ensure not a single penny went to Cammy. And after that meeting, my lawyer told her about how, yes, it is normal for the blood-related child to get everything after their parent passes away. However, I wanted it all going to my husband and son, which meant that there'd be nothing for Cammy in the end. My lawyer then went on to explain to her that if she continued to bother me about my money and this mansion, we'd be allowed to call the police on her and have her taken to court for harassing me. I'm sure that by having someone such as a lawyer talk to her about the severity of things, she finally came around to understanding where she stood. Because soon after that happened, I never received another text from Cammy again and was free to go back to my life, never having to think of her again.